Check this.
Hello, this is Socially Triggered, and this video is going to be about Kanye West. Recently, he tweeted out the following tweet, and I just wanted to say that he's totally correct in what he said, and there's a huge amount of controversy about it, and it's all for the wrong reasons. So let's look at what he tweeted. So he tweeted the following when he was referring to the 13th Amendment. This represents a good and America becoming whole again. I think he's referring to his hat. We will no longer outsource to other countries. We will build factories here in America and create jobs. We will provide jobs for all who are free from prisons as we abolish the 13th Amendment. Message sent with love. Now, that last part is what really bothered people. The free from prisons as we abolish the 13th Amendment. Now, abolishing the 13th Amendment, people were like freaking out about, because the 13th Amendment was the amendment to the US Constitution that freed the slaves. Now, people thought, oh, if Kanye wants people to be slaves again, especially because he's wearing Make America Great Again hat. And so they thought, oh, you know, Trump's so racist, and Kanye's supporting Trump. That's totally wrong. Trump is not racist, first of all. And Kanye is not supporting slavery. He's actually supporting a very different thing. And he actually clarified his statements later. And I'll explain the whole story here. So what is the 13th Amendment? Here's the actual Googling of the 13th Amendment. The 13th Amendment to the Constitution declared that neither slave nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for crime, whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States, or any place subject to their jurisdiction. So this is the key part. Yes, it's referring to slavery, and yes, it does free the slaves, but it leaves an exemption. And this is the exemption that Kanye West was referring to. The punishment for a crime. Well, in the US, there's a really high percentage of blacks who are in prison for various crimes. And as a result, they are basically made into slaves again. It's the modern slavery. So he wants to not abolish the 13th Amendment, but modify it so that this part, exempt as a punishment for crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted. So they can still be slaves under the 13th Amendment if they are convicted of a crime. Now, when this 13th Amendment was originally created, it was not intended to create a new labor force of convict slaves, but it was abused, and early on, it was used that way, where they were basically creating these slave colonies by convicting people of very petty crimes. So Kanye was totally correct when he was saying that this needs to be changed. He clarified his statements. Abolish was the wrong language. I misspoke, West explained his comments. In order to make a free man a slave, all you have to do is convict them of a crime. In order to come up with a solution to this complicated issue, West explained, referring to mass incarceration, we need people to amend the 13th Amendment. Right now, there's over 2 million Black African Americans in prison, a lot from nonviolent crimes, a lot for first-time offenses, and 80 to 90% because they've been brainwashed and programmed to pick up a gun because that's what's hard, to do an illegal activity because that's what's hard. So what he's really saying is, like, there's all these black people that are in prison either because they've been brainwashed by the system to take the easy path of going into crime, or because of the circumstances that they've done petty crimes, and now they're basically modern day slaves. And he's against that. So it was a very bold thing for him to say. Kanye West is a highly misunderstood, very controversial person, but for the wrong reasons. He is very pro-Trump, and that means he's also pro-black. And I think people should recognize that. So this has been Socially Triggered. Please comment below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Check this.